Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be my October empties and low buy update. So let's talk about it. October has not been a huge month for empties. I don't have a massive pile sitting in front of me on the table, but that's how it goes sometimes. Some months it seems like all the empties happen at once and then it's a slow month. And the last couple months before this have been fairly good. I also don't have any declutters this month, which can impact the numbers a lot. So let's get into the empties. For hair care and perfume, I finished off one sample of perfume. This is the Elizabeth and James Nirvana Bourbon. I went on and on and on about how much I love this perfume in my turn and burn update, so I'm not gonna go into it again, but I love this perfume. I also finished this hair care sample from Sebastian. This is the styling cream. I don't do my hair ever, so aside from dyeing my hair, I don't do anything to my hair from day to day. So I'm glad it's gone. I'm not big into hair care. Hair care products don't do it for me. I'm all about makeup. For the face, I have this sample of the Dr. G Brightening Peeling Gel. This was also in Turn and Burn, and I don't think I would repurchase this. It's kind of a weird thing. It pills up intentionally. You rub it and keep letting it pill up, and then you rinse it off. It's just kind of a weird concept, and I'm not 100% sure it really does anything. It's not like a chemical peel where there's something in there doing something. I don't know. It smelled like tea tree and I really liked how it smelled. I also finished this Benzac Blemish Clearing Hydrator. I received this in a BeautyCon box a while back. It might have been the Candy Johnson box, and so it's old and it needed to go. It stunk. And I wasn't sure if it stunk because it was old or if it stunk because it just stinks. And somebody else commented several months ago that, yeah, even from the start, it just stunk. So I did not like the smell of this at all. And I don't really feel like I need a lot of salicylic acid in my routine anymore. I'm getting to an age where, although I do still have breakouts, it's not as big of a problem. And I'm looking more at anti-aging products than blemish control products. So glad this is gone. So glad this is gone. Good riddance to you. I'm enjoying my night cream so much more right now, and I'm just so glad this is gone. I also finished this Olay Regenerous Detoxifying Pore Scrub Cleanser. I squoze it to death. I squoze it until I couldn't squeeze anything else out, and that's why it looks like this. This was a really nice face wash. I used it after I applied my Pond's Cold Cream to remove my eye makeup, and then I would use this all over my face afterwards, and it didn't burn my eyes. The scrubs were consistent throughout the product so that I felt the scrubs doing something. And yeah, I thought it was really good. I don't know if I would rebuy this particular brand. I don't even know if this particular brand is still on the market, or this particular, obviously Olay is still on the market, but I don't know if this particular line from Olay is still on the market. But I did think this was a pretty good scrub, and I'm glad I used it up because I still have a backup of face scrubs and face washes. I have one nail polish to talk about, and then everything else is makeup. I finished this Essence Color and Go nail polish. This was in the shade Great to Be Here, and it was a beautiful gray polish. As you can see, I have completely emptied it out. I have a whole video kind of explaining how I do this and how I save every last drop of nail polish out of a bottle. I will link it down below if you haven't seen that video, because I posted it a while ago, maybe about a year ago. I like the brush on this bottle. It's got one of those very wide brushes that I just love. I think my nail polish applies so much better with a wider brush that's kind of pinched in and flat. So I'm gonna keep this bottle in case I come across a nail polish that I have that just isn't behaving the way I want it to and isn't applying the way I want it to. I will pour it into here. I'm really happy to have this gone. This was in my graveyard project pan, and I couldn't be happier that I managed to finish this before the finale of that project tomorrow. Okay, let's move on to makeup. This is a lipstick sample from Mary Kay. This is the shade Raisinberry. I thought it was an okay shade, but I don't think it is my most flattering lipstick shade. It was kind of a brownie shade that I don't tend to go for. I like berries and pinks and the kind of shades that add a lot of life to my face, not a lot of brown. It just doesn't do much for my skin or for my overall look. So really glad to have this out. I feel like it's been in my stash forever, but I'm not interested in buying a full-size lipstick in this shade at all. And I have a bazillion lipsticks to get through before I should even think about buying a lipstick. I also finished this Becca Skin Love. This is a Brighten and Blur primer. I don't think this line beats out their backlight or first light priming filters, so I'm gonna stick with those. But I'm really glad I had a chance to try the sample. This one's more of a moisturizing primer, so if you're looking for a really moisturizing primer, you might want to try this out. But I like the backlight and the first light primers better than this. I've also finished this LA Girls Pro Conceal Concealer. This was in the shade Creamy Beige, and it was way too dark for me to use as a concealer. So in the end, I used this as a foundation. And I'm really happy to have another concealer out of my stash. I don't know if you guys know this, but I have a lot of concealers. And so anytime that number starts going down, I'm feeling very pumped because how many concealers does one need? I mean, really, I don't know. Not many. I finished my Milani Make It Last setting spray. I just finished it off this morning, actually. This is in some project. 12 Pans of Christmas, maybe? I think this is in my 12 Pans of Christmas project. So finally, my first item done from that project. I'm really happy about that. I like this setting spray. I don't know if I like it as much as other YouTubers rave about it. I wouldn't pay full price for this. I would only get it if there was some really good sale going on or if I could use my Ulta Beauty points. I think I'm coming back around to the Urban Decay All Nighter. I tried that 2 years ago and I thought it was a really nice setting spray, but I wasn't sure if it was holy grail status. So I bought other setting sprays over the last couple years to try them out, and I keep coming back to that Urban Decay All Nighter. I really think that might be my holy grail setting spray. So I don't think I'll be repurchasing this unless there's some ridiculously good sale on it that would make me think about it. There's not a whole lot of product in here. You get quite a bit more product in the Urban Decay bottle than this, I believe. I don't know. I just like the Urban Decay All Nighter better. This little empty pan right here was for my Mary Kay powder that was in my Pan-That palette for 2019. The top half was a matte white powder. The bottom half was a matte light pink powder. And when you mix them together, it actually created a really brightening under eye setting powder, which is how I used this up throughout the year. It was a powder that I've had for years and years and years in my stash. I probably bought it 5 years ago, if not longer, but I really hadn't used much until I put the pan in my Pan-That palette for this year. And this is my first finished pan for my Pan-That palette 2019. So I'm really happy about this. My final empty for this month is my Trestique Matte Lip Crayon in Belize Bordeaux. I miss this, and I have found 2 dupes. I did a whole video where I shopped my stash for a dupe for this, and it turns out I have 2 really good dupes for this product. So it's not gone completely, but those 2 lipsticks are not in a project, and I have lots of other lipsticks that are in a project. So I'm trying to work on those now that this is gone. This was a beautiful berry shade, and I fell in love with berry colored lipsticks because of this guy right here. I had no idea how much I loved that shade of lipstick until I started panning this. And when I put this in the experiment at the end of December, I was dreading working on this. I was dreading it, and I thought, oh gosh, this is basically like panning a red. This is gonna be horrible. And I completely fell in love with this product, and I miss it. Okay guys, let's move on to my low buy update. At the end of September's video, I had 21 low buy credits in my bank, which means I could buy up to 10 makeup items based on the amount of credits I had in my low buy bank. For every new item I buy or for every pan of makeup I buy, that requires 2 credits from my low buy bank. So I was at 21. That was the most I'd had all year long, so I was feeling Really, really successful. I also hadn't bought any makeup in quite a while. It turns out that as of September, I hadn't bought any makeup in 4 months, which is quite possibly a record. That's probably the longest I've ever gone in the last 10 years or so without buying any makeup at all. So, where's my bank now? I am giving myself 6 credits to add to my low buy bank. Let me show you what they are really quickly. This full-size face wash, this Benzac cream, I believe this is full size. Yeah, it's a fluid ounce. I'm sure it's full size. This Milani setting spray, this Essence nail polish, my Mary Kay powder pan. Plus, I'm giving myself 2 half credits, one for my Trustique lipstick and one for the LA Girl concealer. These are both deluxe samples, so I'm not going to give myself a full credit, although it's tempting to give myself a full credit for this one. I'm only going to give myself half a credit for this and for this, which gives me a total of 6 credits overall to add to my bank. That puts my bank at 27 credits. The question is, did I buy any makeup in the last month? And the answer is no, I did not. Another month has gone by and I have not bought any makeup. However, some new stuff has come into my life, which is going to affect my low buy bank once again. Let me show you what those products are and I'll tell you why. First of all, I celebrated my birthday early with my family. We do this every year. We celebrate our birthdays in pairs. And so my dad's birthday's at the beginning of October, my birthday's at the beginning of November. And so we usually celebrate our birthdays sometime in October together with my immediate family. My mother, my brothers, my sister-in-law, my mom and dad, and my husband and kids. So whoever's birthday it is still receives gifts in our family. We have a pretty small family, so we can do that still. And I hemmed and hawed over what I was going to ask for since I'm on this low buy. In previous years, my entire wish list would have consisted of eyeshadow palettes and maybe a blush or a lipstick or a highlighter, but mostly eyeshadow palettes. It kind of works out that in general, our family has about a $50 limit for a gift, and most eyeshadow palettes are right around $50. So my entire wish list was always eyeshadow palettes. And so I knew I couldn't do that because I knew that would really mess up my low buy bank. But in the end, I thought, you can still ask for skincare. At some point, I am going to run out of skincare and I'm going to need more skincare. I have been getting low on some items, so I decided to ask for skincare because there aren't multiple pans that could really throw off my low buy bank and because I do need skincare at some point. So I got skincare. First of all, my mother and father bought me this. This is the Drunk Elephant The Littles kit. This is a kit of all samples or deluxe samples of Drunk Elephant products. I am so excited about this. I have been saying for well over a year that I want to try Drunk Elephant and see what all the fuss is about. And I've also been saying that if it truly is as good as some people say it is, and it's not just being hyped up by the YouTube hype train, that I would consider investing in this kind of skincare because I'm at an age where I think it's not a bad investment to invest in good skincare, especially if it does yield noticeable differences and noticeable results. I would spend the money for expensive skincare. So I'm really happy to try this, and I'm also really happy to report that because these are all samples, I'm not counting them against my low buy bank. I'm not taking points away as they come in, and I'm not giving myself points as I use them up, but I'm so excited to start working on these. The next present that I was gifted is this The Belief Aqua Bomb. I've heard a lot of, not big, huge YouTubers, but like YouTubers like me, like little guys, rave about this product. I think one of the people I heard rave about this product was Some Call Me Coco. And so I put it on my wish list, and this was one of the products that I asked my parents for, and so I got it. This might have been a gift from my brother and sister-in-law. I can't remember who got me what anymore, but I think this might have been from my brother and sister-in-law. So this is a moisturizer, and it can be used day or night. I don't think there's any SPF in here, so I would probably be using it more often at night than during the day. But I'm really excited to try this out. Next, I received the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Extra Strength Daily Peel. It looks like, oh, the lights. It looks like this, and it comes with these individual pads. This is what they look like. It is a two-part system. The first part has the chemical exfoliant in it, and the second part has like a neutralizing system that calms your skin down after you apply the chemical exfoliant. Because if you just leave the chemical exfoliant on, it will start to become uncomfortable. So you apply this and you rub it all over your face until you can't really get any more product off the cloth. And then you go to this one and you apply this and it neutralizes the chemicals in it. I first received a couple of these samples from like a Pinch Me box or something, and I thought it was amazing. I try out all these anti-aging skincare products, and so often I think maybe it did something, maybe it didn't. I can't really tell. I don't know if it really had any effect on me or if it didn't. But with this, I noticed immediately that it had an effect, and I really thought it was a good product. I put it on my wish list as soon as I used up the 2 samples that I had been given for free, but I hadn't repurchased this since then. So I am extremely happy to have this back in my life. This comes with 35 treatments in this box, which if I use daily would only be a 1-month supply. I'm guessing I will be using this more like every other day to stretch it out for 2 months. But I do think this is a fabulous product, and I definitely recommend it to anybody looking for a more youthful appearance and to fight the signs of aging. This is a good chemical peel, and it really works. The final product I received for my birthday is from Pharmacy. This is the Honeymoon Glow AHA Resurfacing Night Serum. It looks like this. I've never tried anything from Pharmacy before. This is the first Pharmacy product I have ever received, and I'm really excited to try this. I've heard lots of good things from Pharmacy from YouTube, whether they're real good things or just YouTubers making claims. This is what it looks like, and I don't know who I originally heard this recommendation from, but it's been on my wish list for a while again, and so I'm really excited to try this. I'm also basically down to my last serum, so I would have needed to buy a new serum sooner or later anyways, so I'm glad to have a backup serum for when the one I'm using runs out. So I received 4 skincare presents for my birthday, one of which I'm not counting against my Low Buy Bank because it's all samples. So 3 of those are coming out of my Low Buy Bank, which brings me back down to 21 credits. Unfortunately, that is not it. I have a good friend, her name is Angela. She works with my husband, and she reached out to me and said, hey, isn't there a recycling program for nail polish out there? I seem to remember you saying something about that, but I can't remember what it is. And I said, there is, it's Zoya. You can find their information online and send them all of your old nail polish, whether it's gone, full, half used, whatever. Doesn't matter what brand, they will take and dispose of properly your old nail polish. And she said, okay, great, because I have some nail polish that's gotten kind of gloopy and I don't want it anymore. And I said, okay, yep, Zoya. Zoya is where you need to go. She said, okay, well, I'm gonna bring the nail polish to work and your husband can take it to you and then you can take it to Zoya, which I don't mind at all. I have no problem shipping anybody's nail polish along with mine so that it all gets recycled and disposed of properly. Here's the thing. When my husband brought in this adorable bag full of nail polish, by the way, there was 12 nail polishes in total in this bag, I looked through them because I'm nosy. And there were 2 bottles that truly were gloopy and need to be disposed of because they're thick and they're too far gone. However, the other 10 I thought were in really good shape and I have decided to keep them. This is how this happens. People wonder how my numbers get so out of control. When somebody says, hey, do you want this? I don't want it anymore. My answer is always going to be yes. I am a collector and a hoarder. I have that mentality. And these nail polishes are perfectly good and I really like them. So why wouldn't I keep them if she didn't want them anymore? And I texted her and I said, is it bad that I want to keep 10 out of the 12 nail polishes you sent to me to give to Zoya? And she said, I was hoping that you would want to keep some of them. So of course, if I didn't want to affect my low buy bank, I could just send them on to Zoya and move them out and not keep them and keep it going and keep my bank looking good. But I'm going to keep them at least for now. I haven't tried any of them actually on my nails, and a lot of these polishes are from brands that I'm really not familiar with. So I'm going to try them out and see what I think about them and see what I think about their formula. But it has taken quite a hit to my low buy bank. Like I just said, after taking into account the 3 new skincare products I received for my birthday, my low buy bank was at 21. And with these 10 nail polishes, it basically completely wipes out my low buy bank. I am back at 1 credit in my low buy bank. Oh, how does that happen? I don't know. It just happened. I didn't buy anything. It's just all been given to me. But if I truly want my numbers to go down, and I really do, I really want my numbers to go down, I have to be real with what's coming in and what's going out. In the name of full transparency, I'm going to show you the 10 bottles really quickly. This is a Sally Hansen Hard as Nails Extreme Wear nail polish in the shade Twinkle Twinkle. This is gorgeous. I love glitter. I love glitter polishes that have big chunks and little chunks of glitter. I love holographic sparkles in nail polish. This has everything. I have to try this for myself and see if I like it as much as it looks, as much as I like it in the bottle. I have 3 bottles from the brand Pure Ice. I'm not sure where you get this. Somebody comment down below where you find Pure Ice. Of course, I could just call Angela and ask her. I want to say it's like from Claire's or something, but maybe it's something you could just pick up at Walgreens. I don't know. I've never owned this brand of polish. It could be total crap. And no matter how pretty these polishes are, it might be too frustrating to keep. But this one is in the shade Watch Me Go. It is a gorgeous teal glitter. This is in the shade Studette, and it is a gold glitter. And this is in the shade Pure Ice Busted. And it's like a duochrome purple, lavender, pink, gray shade. This is an Avon Megawatt Nail Enamel. This is in the shade Shock. Is that right? I think this is in the shade Shock, but it's a gorgeous navy blue shade. This is a glitter from NYC in the shade Big City Dazzle, and it's got a lot of pink, red, and blue. All of the glitter is a very small sized glitter. This is from Wet n Wild. This is in the shade Hallucinate. It reminds me a lot of the Orly nail polish that I currently have in my A to Z project pan. And this one's a little bit brighter and whiter than that one. That one's a little bit more of a off-white shade, but they're very similar. And I have a feeling that by the end of the year, I'm going to combine these 2 polishes into this bottle so that I could get rid of that Orly one. This nail polish is from Color Club. There is no name or label on this bottle whatsoever, but it is a gorgeous rosy mauve shade, and I really like the Color Club brand. I only have 1 Color Club polish right now, and it's a holographic polish, so the formula is totally different from this cream polish, but if it's as good as that one, I'm gonna love this. I am not familiar with this nail polish brand at all. I think it's called Sundays. It's 10 free, vegan, cruelty free. It's called number 18. There's no other name on this polish, but it looks like a really deep vampy shade. Perfect for this time of year. And finally, this is the only symbol on this bottle. There's no name, there's no label, there's no brand. I don't know if the brand is called hashtag or what, but it is a gorgeous, gorgeous cream teal shade. It's like Christmas in October. I don't know what to say. I'm gonna keep all of them. I'm going to try them all out. If they suck, I'll probably keep them anyways and use them as toenail polishes. So I don't know what to say. My low buy bank is back down to 1 and my nail polish collection has gone up by 10. Well, up by 9 because I did finish one this month. That's how it goes around here, guys. So that is my October empties and my low buy update for the month. Thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Next, I received the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Extra Strength Daling Peel. Daling Peel? Is that what I just said?